All right, we just got our roof steel for the porch. We're gonna go ahead and get that on first thing this morning, get it laid out, because it is gorgeous today here in Northern Illinois. But what I really want to do, and I've been just waiting to do, is this connection right up here. Probably the only thing on this job that is an oddball thing that we don't do every day, connecting to another building. So I'm excited to get that done, take you guys along that journey and show you exactly how that goes together, or at least the way we do it, not necessarily the right way, just our way. Get that kind of taken care of, because I've also got the steel for this garage roof that we can put on really at any time once we get it connected. So make sure you stick around. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the remaining videos on this series. Definitely going to want to see what happens on the inside of this shed, because I think it's going to be awesome, unique to us. We haven't done it before. Yeah, let's get to work. It's a gorgeous day. So we've got a trim detail here. It's a mini angle, but the problem is it's not a perfect 412. Kyle failed to get it ordered with a custom bend, so that's my fault. So what we're going to do is we're going to snap an 1.5 inch line here right on the top of our sheeting, just to make sure we're running perfectly straight, because when you've got a 412 and a 90-degree trim, it doesn't go on perfect. You have to spread it open, but it's really hard to get a nice consistent bend and pressure on it without a snap line. Yeah, we'll work it out, because that middle is pretty bad right now. And as soon as our steel gets pushed on, it'll be good. Where's it catching here? This will be as straight as our snap line is. Perfect. That's gonna make this look really nice. So now what that does here is this makes this nice and consistent, so that when we put our steel on, I've got a consistent measurement, versus if we're just kind of willy-nilly putting this on here, it makes it really inconsistent. Also, what this does is it gives us a nice tight fit, and it flattens out all of this post trim, so it gives it a nice, really nice clean look. Let's go to the middle, Zach. We'll get the middle first. I feel like that makes it a little easy. Going out and grab it on there. Get that in there, big dog. Yep. Don't push it down. Get yourself right. You're gonna basically just see one. Yeah? You like it? I'm gonna nail it while you got it. Good trust, man. Look at that. Now look at that trim line. How's that look? Million. Oh, good job. So I don't know about you, but I'm really happy with this detail here, because if you look down at the rest of the fascia here where we're installing this kind of waves and has a little bit of ins and outs, because of just this is a big piece of flat metal. But by using this trim and by really making it nice and tight, it makes everything just look phenomenal. And it's almost sad, because we're gonna be putting a gutter right here and nobody's ever gonna see it, but you guys will, and we will feel really good about it.
We should probably put 2 sheets up here and square them up.
Let me get a reference mark to where I want it to be.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just getting an edge mark just to check it out. So this is where it's telling me to be. So we're gonna get a 1 inch overhang. I like to do 1 inch on a porch. No. Honestly, dude, that's like right there. Why don't you put one screw in?
I don't have any screws though. I don't know where they are. Chalk me up. Chalk me up.
I don't even have any screws. Zach's coming in clutch here.
Pretty flat, huh? Still better than that.
I can, I know.
I threw like a girl.
I threw like a girl. Even though there's a lot of girls that throw really hard, Greg. Yeah, dude, it's about an 1/8 inch back from my mark, which that's perfectly probably acceptable, am I right? Let's do it. Do it to it. I'm gonna need help here, zigzags. There you go, man. Living the dream. Let me hold you. 6 foot, 7 foot. What's up, dude? Am I recording? Oh, I am recording. I didn't even know. All right, ready, G-Money? Woo! Did something right. How you liking those sticky boots, Greg?
Nice.
You feel like a cougar up there? A cat on the side of the mountain?
Like a mountain lion. More like a mountain lion with a little bit of cheetah in them.
Nice grab, my brother. Just snagged it out of the air. Now you'll notice that we punch our roof steel when we're doing a porch because we have the sheeting, but if we've just got purlins ran out, we don't usually punch the roof steel. I know I always get that question, but only porch steel. This is gonna look straight as eggs, Greg.
Straight as eggs.
All right, we just got that porch roof done, which is nice because, you know, we get any rain coming off the upper roof or snow, it's gonna come down on this roof with all that nice structure underneath and be safe, and it's gonna come down to a gutter. I think we're gonna end up putting a gutter up there too, even though I wouldn't normally do that. Because of that trim up there, if you look, it's the old trim color, and short of, I don't know, a lot of work to get that trim piece off because it's all tucked up underneath closures and screws and nails up there on that roof, is really kind of pointless to probably do that. We're just going to put a gutter up there. That'll also aid in some of the roof water coming down onto this roof, but this looks good. We just got to get a closure strip up here underneath this connection trim, and that detail's all done. We'll get our shutters on those windows, and this is really starting to look good. Finally, time for that main event, which is up here getting these connections done. And what I gotta do first is I've got one more column to install. So if you look down here where the concrete wall continues right on the corner of this garage, I wanna get one more column right there, and I want it there so that I can connect basically these wall girts out here to something. I don't want them just die into this wall. And on the inside, it'll give something structural to attach to. And way up here, it's gonna go way up and basically tie everything together, I'm hoping. So, you know, I'm just kind of winging this, if I'm being honest. Most remodeling jobs, you can have a plan, but then you almost have to just dive into it and see what happens. Up here in this soffit, I gotta cut it open, figure out what I gotta cut open so I can get that column in. I'm gonna start cutting into this, see what I can find, and that'll be the biggest hurdle. Once that's done, I think a lot of this will go pretty smooth. I'm definitely just winging this area, but what I do know I want is I'm gonna leave this trim here so he has the existing trim for the existing building, and we're gonna end up J-channeling against this with a nice sealant so that our steel comes in here. So what I want is basically this line right here I've already made is the face of my column, and then our 2x4 or 2x6 or whatever is gonna be out back past that. So I will be dyeing into this trim here with my framing. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave my column back this way enough to attach to it. So we'll just say we'll set the center of my column on the edge of this and go 2 1/4. So what this means is this is where the edge of my column is gonna be, and all my framing can come and get nailed on, but it will also be back over this way for some framing on the inside. Once I get this determined right here, I need to get a laser pointed up so I know right where I need to make my cuts up there in the soffit. And then I can draw a line from this laser to the face of my column up there so I know right where I gotta cut. So what I'm doing there is using the laser to basically tell me what's flush with this column, and I can use the edge of this level just to find out right where I start losing my laser, which means it's passing up right on the face of it, and that's what I'm gonna cut off. So I gotta cut this guy off here, and then I'm gonna have to cut into this area so that my column can go in. And I'm gonna do minimal damage. I'm not looking to just hack all this stuff out. I just figure I can leave most of this old roof structure in place and just remove what I need to in these soffits to get this column in, because once we get the exterior completely wrapped, we come on the inside, I can worry about it then. My biggest push is to get this thing watertight because we got rain coming in tomorrow probably. Wow, dude, somebody chewed the end of this board off. They didn't care about a nice cut. What do you know? Get this out of my way, Bert!
How's that sound?
Woo! I cut it open! And what is beautiful is my laser is right here. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It means I did something right.
You're a living legend, my man.
I'm still alive, so yes. We're gonna get our brackets. We'll just get our brackets set. You can't repeat a legend.
You ready, Zach?
Ready? Okay, you got them to switch spots?
Swing to your right a little bit. You're gonna hit the chain. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Go.
I like this. How much more, Zach? Greg?
More. Almost got it. Oh, go to your right. To your right. Yep.
There we go. Way too close, Zach. Yeah, I think once we get it through that hole, Greg.
Might work.
Maybe. So we're gonna turn it.
Okay.
Shove it.
Close, Kyle. With the Zach. With the sledge.
I'm not gonna take me all day here. All right, we just got that column in. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but we did get it. Whoa, why am I blurry? That was probably the biggest hurdle, but now that we've got that in, we can do some framing and hopefully trim out this door and prep for steel, and that would be awesome. It's just about lunchtime, so we'll probably kind of wrap this little detail up, grab some lunch, come back, and hopefully get steel from this corner up and over our garage roof. We'll see. I just cut these two boards out, and my third board was the exact measurement I needed. I can't even make it up.
No, there's no way.
I'm just telling you it was. I am so happy to be finally getting these things.
I had a voicemail from someone. They called like, "Hey, your student loan is like."
You're like, I was old
I was old school.
Our records show that your student loans
I didn't get no more higher education. A few people will flip off. I ran this upside down.
I'm gonna flip out, bro, if you run upside down. I'm gonna come over there and dunk and punch that ladder out underneath you. I actually won't do that.
Love ladder, my love ladder.
You know what I love?
Progress.
I love progress?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love progress.
I feel like Zach tries to be that guy that's like, he opens up his coat and he's got like everything you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to watch? I got watches. Here, go, can you put this in like a bucket or something, or box?
Why don't you be that guy, Greg?
You want some cigarettes? I got cigarettes. Why don't I be that guy?
Yeah, sometimes I wish you were that guy.
Well, I'm not that guy.
I want you to be that guy for me,
It's
dude.
not who I am. I don't want to be someone that I'm not. Mom?
Cool. Let's get this first piece of steel up, huh?
Can't really do much. Let's my way.
Ouch. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Go up.
You do whatever you want, man. All right, you good on the level, Greg? Because I'm where I want it to be. You good? I'm good. Now, people always ask kind of the question, how do you guys figure out, how do you know how to cut your steel and what is your measurements and what do you do? Well, with a 412 pitch roof and a 3-foot wide panel, it's 1 foot from this point to this point. So all you got to do is, once you know this dimension right here, you're just going to add a foot and that'll be the point right there. So hopefully that makes sense. If you know your pitch of your roof or whatever that angle is, you can use math to tell you exactly the dimension change from one side to the other. And if you're laying out 4x8 sheets of plywood and you got a 412 pitch and you got a 4-foot run, you're just going to add 16 inches from one side to the next, and that'll give you a perfect pitch every time if you're plumb and everything else is right. So that's kind of why I always stress to spend a lot of time in the beginning to make things perfect, because then everything else that you do should be mathematically correct based on formulas and I guess using geometry. I don't know. Now we're in the money. Good enough for you?
Yep.
Awesome, dude. Now my camera battery is about to die, and this may not look like much, but I'm super happy that we got up and over this door. We got this figured out, how we are going to flash and really attach the old structure to our new structure, and I think it's going to look great. I went ahead and put this outside corner on, figured it was just going to be nice to kind of see it all kind of starting to come together here. Now you can kind of see it behind me. Hopefully that kind of gives you a good idea. I think the white was the good call, the white and burnished slate. It's going to definitely, I think, really pop once this building over here is also re-roofed and painted to match. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to go ahead and get out of here for the day. It's been a long one. We got to get out of here. My battery's about to die, so thanks for the support. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you back here on the next video, and I appreciate it.